What's up, guys? MaddenDvinik here today, bringing you a subscriber base review number 5, Town Hall 8, because I have a lot of requests for Town Hall 8. If you want to get into the next subscriber base review, go ahead and check out the Duckster link in the description. It might be on your screen as well. Click it. It's a page where you just submit your clan trophies, clan symbol, your name. It just makes it easier for me to find. If you come back every week and update it, you have more chances of getting in and stuff like that. So let's get started. Today we have, first of all, we have Alex Money from ClanSimonVideo.com. He's a YouTuber, if you guys didn't know. And he is farming. That's all his notes say. Now, he is at a good farming range, 1,500 to 1,600. It's good for Town Hall 8 and 9. And we're going to go ahead and start reviewing his base. Now, I want to start off with the walls. He's doing a great job on that, but I would suggest holding off on them and doing your defenses first. And it looks like he's doing some Teslas, some cannons, and other stuff, but here's the order that I would like him to do it. So my first suggestion is that you work on your wizard towers. Since you have your mortars right here in a triangular shape, that's a very good setup you have. They're in triangular shape and they're maxed out. You can move on to your wizard towers because that is the most important building at Town Hall 8. Now, wizard towers, get them to level 5. They can go up to level 6, but what I suggest is you always get it one level before maxing out, and you move on to the next defense, which would, in my opinion, be the archer tower right after the wizard towers to level 5. Do archer towers to level 9, and then do cannons to level 9. Once you get that done, go ahead and move on to your Teslas. I'm fairly sure the spot right here and the spot right here is a Tesla, and then you got one Tesla down here, which probably goes into one of the spots in the base. I'm not sure where. Maybe it just goes by the town hall. It's really your choice. You got a 9-core building base. So what I mean by that is you got 3 by 3. Right, and this mortar just is still in the core, so that's great. I'm pretty sure you keep some balloons here, maybe some spring traps. I would certainly put some balloons in there, maybe some dark bombs. Although you're farming, I wouldn't really suggest the dark elixir bombs, but you can put in some regular gold bombs that cost about 4,000 gold. Now, you are maxed out on the resources. I checked every one of your storages, and for elixir and gold, you have about 3 million plus of each resource, so you have a total of 6 million resources on this base. So you can actually go ahead and I believe you can start one of these wizard towers upgrades. I believe, no, wait a second, I don't think you have enough. No, you're gonna have to upgrade your gold storage. That's what you're gonna have to do now, and that will be elixir that you have to use. So that's with that. Now, you got an interesting setup right up here. You got a lot of cannons, a lot of archer towers, and that's great. That's probably going to deter a lot of wall breakers. So if somebody decides to attack from the top, which looks like would be easier because, I mean, there's not that many, it's not that much distance from the top than versus the bottom. The bottom does have a lot of sections. It'd be a pretty big pain in the butt to attack from the bottom, where we have the wizard towers and the mortars. That's a pretty darn defended bottom, but at the same time, when you look at the top, we still have 3 walls separating. So the wall breakers would have to hit this, then they would have to hit this, and then they might either go for this wall right here, where you have the level 8 wall, or they might go for this compartment, which would be unfortunate for them, because this would be 2 wall breakers, this would be, let's see, 4 wall breakers, and this is 6 wall breakers. So that's a lot of wall breakers if they all hit the thing in the same time. So overall, this is a good base, even though it's one of those long bases where people can deploy a bunch of infantry units on the right side or the left side. I think it would be fine, because actually what happens is, since there's a Tesla compartment here, the archers actually cannot reach the mortar without breaking the wall first. And this mortar can perfectly hit the archers on this left-hand side if they decide to attack there, and this mortar can hit the archers and barbarians, let's say, on this side. And that's great. Also, the Tesla does help a lot against the wall breakers, and it's great. You don't have any funneling, so like you don't have defenses set up for spring traps, and that's fine. It's your choice. I see you got an air defense going to level 5. That's good, but again, I want you to hold off on everything and just do your mortar, or excuse me, wizard towers. And that's it, because you do have a lot of resources. Let's see, how many builders do you have? You got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so all 3 builders are busy, so therefore, once one of them is done, go ahead and start one of those gold storages. And once that is finished, once you have enough gold to start the wizard towers, go ahead and do that, because it's always great to have them. They actually, the higher wizard towers, the less people try to attack you. You're gonna have higher armies attack you, but trust me, you'll be fine. This base will defend pretty well, I guess. So yeah, that's gonna be it for Alex from ClanSimonVideo.com, and let's move on to the next base. Alrighty, so the next base here is Elefufu from clan Hyper City. Yes, that's my clan. I did not pick him because he's from my clan. He was just the next updated base on the list of Duckster base review. So here we go. We're gonna review it. First of all, I really like the center. Actually, I like the whole base. Looks pretty cool. It's kind of squarish, but that's fine because it's not actually a square. It's got a lot of, you know, corners and things stepping out and stepping in and stuff like that. And I'll talk about that in a little bit, how that works with the wall breakers and everything. So first of all, he has the clan castle and the town hall in the center, so we know he's trophy hunting. Let me see if he has any notes for me here in a second. I think it's pretty good trophy hunting base, and I'm in your clan. Okay, cool. I know that. So he thinks it's a good trophy hunting base. Let's see if it is. Second of all, we have the Teslas in the center. Now, I see a lot of players do that, and I actually very well respect that, because when P.E.K.K.As get to the center and your town halls there, maybe they get 50%, right? Let's just say that is the case. And the P.E.K.K.As get to the center. These Teslas are actually going to do a lot of damage compared to all the other defenses around. More than the cannons, more than the archer towers, because these Teslas, they're ×2 damage. Even though they're only level 2, they're still going to be pretty significant, believe it or not. Now, as for the mortars, they're all maxed out, good. Level 6, they're in triangular shape. I would like these two on the top to be spread out just a little bit more, but that's alright. Even if people try to lightning strike them, they're still going to have to use 4 lightning strikes, or lightning spells, I should say. And that is a good thing. As for your hero, you have a Barbarian King sitting over here on the outside, and that is fine. Would actually prefer if you said maybe in that Dark Elixir spot, but let me see, how much do you have? Okay, so you do have quite a lot. 6,000 is an amount you want to protect, so I would not set that to the outside. As for your just general storages, elixir and gold, they're sitting on the outside, and since this is trophy hunting, I'm not going to stress anything about it. I'm going to guess people go after them once in a while, but it's not that big of a deal since we're trophy pushing in Hyper City right now. Okay, so your wizard towers, once again, let's see, they're level 5, that's a good thing. You're staying one level behind 6, so now you moved on to your archer towers. They're 9. Good. You're following my directions, so that's good. You're on top of it. Looks like you maxed out your cannons. Okay, so now we move on to Teslas. So just gotta work on that. Let's see. Air defenses, don't worry about them right now. Where's your third one? Okay, it's down here. So let me see. Is this vulnerable to dragons and just general air units? So if we're attacked from the bottom, I do see a little bit vulnerability on the bottom. So thing is now, if I attack you with minions or dragons, the only thing that will first counter them really is this air defense, and I can take that out with a few archers. Now once that is down, realistically, all you got is that's actually powerful enough against dragons is just these archer towers way out here. So generally the dragons will actually make it all the way to this mortar right here without any serious damage, because these cannons do nothing. The wizards do absolutely almost nothing to the dragons, so I wouldn't worry about the wizards. It's really the archer towers and the air defense, but the air defense is going to be down. So realistically, yes, you can get right up to the mortar. Now at that point, if the guy isn't attacking with a few lightning spells, he can actually take this one out and maybe even attack you generally from this side over here. Now he's probably going to get all the way up to, let me see, up to your clan castle. So by this point he's probably going to be around 38% or so, I would say. If he has some archers, he could definitely get some of these buildings out. It's going to be 50%. But at this point I don't see how you can counter that. I really would not suggest switching this mortar with this air defense, because you generally get attacked more by ground units because they're cheaper to make. But once in a while you will get attacked by dragons, and that will be the kind of the base beater on this one. So I don't know what to switch out and how to help you with that, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, if you generally don't get attacked by air units, you should be fine. Now let's check out your army camps. So this looks like a go wipe. You got a few more wall breakers, maybe a few more wizards to train, a few more P.E.K.K.As, and that's going to be the go wipe. Now the thing is, you are only at about barely at 700 trophies, or 1700 trophies, and this is not the time to use the golems yet, nor the wizards. I would suggest using the archer barbarian combo just in general without any spells. Maybe put some minions in there, or excuse me, some goblins, and that should help you. But the time to use the go wipe is about Crystal League. Yep, once you get to about 2000, maybe 2100, that is the time. But I definitely never used the go wipe below 2000 trophies. So a little bit early. I mean, if you like to spend your resources a lot, I guess that's fine, but I would definitely suggest using just archers and barbarians at this trophy level right now. Okay, moving on, we have the walls. Okay, so the walls, I would definitely, before going to Town Hall 9, I did a mistake. I did not upgrade my walls to level 7, right? And I had all these level 6 walls at Town Hall 9, which look pretty bad at my base and just at my general level. So definitely get the walls. After you get all the defenses, get the walls to level 8. I know it will take some time. It's 200,000 gold. I thought that was a lot, but once I got to level 8 walls, man, that's where it gets tough. That's where you have to have 500,000 gold, and then it's 1,000,000 gold, and then it just gets really, really crazy. So anyways, get the walls after all your defenses. Overall, you're doing good. Let's see what you got in the clan castle. Tell me there's no barbarians or giants. Good, there's nothing. So you must be offline for now. That's fine. You did not get attacked, or maybe you got attacked. Maybe you have a shield. If you got a shield, that's great. Okay, so one suggestion though. So I see this Tesla sitting out here. Now that's kind of a random spot for it, honestly, is I just guess you didn't have a spot to put it. I actually have a good spot to put it at. So I've been looking at this top of your base here, and to get to your town hall, there's really like 2 wall units separating your town hall and just the general outside of the base. Now, some giants could be deployed up here. There's no air defenses really in range. So giants go, wall breakers go. 2 wall breakers, they're in to this compartment, right? Giants will go for this wizard tower. Your healer will still be far behind the giants, far enough for the giants to be healed. Now, you'll deploy wall breakers, more wall breakers, right? They will go for this. So this is 6 wall breakers now, because we have 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. Now, generally I would bring 10 wall breakers, so let's say they still have 4 left. Next, they would probably go for this right here. Yep, that's right. Or maybe they're going to go for that. Anyways, what I'm just trying to say is that I'm just a little worried about your top here with the infantry unit. So the way to just counter that, take this Tesla and replace this builder hut with a Tesla. Nobody will ever have any idea that there's a Tesla there, honestly. And just place the builder hut just right near this corner. And you'll see how they'll deploy a bunch of giants, and then they'll just go for the Tesla. And looks like the archer tower will actually be doing some head start damage on them, and then the cannon will kick in. So just overall will slow them down and actually be a good spot for that Tesla. So that's a good thing. I think that's it for this base. We're going to move on to the next base. Okay, here comes number 3. Okay, so here's base number 3. We have Kalo.Beastu. I believe I said that right. I actually went to Google Translate to make the pronunciation for this because I thought this is not an English name or something. I don't know. Google has not detected the language, which is pretty interesting. But let's get started. So Kalo.Beastu said that his base is a little bit rushed from Town Hall 7. He would like to know what to move around, if anything. So yes, I do want to move quite a lot of things around. First of all, I'm looking at your center, and I'm seeing that there's just 3 mortars right next to each other, and that is the biggest mistake people ever make. All you have to do now is take 4 lightning spells. You drop 2 right here, right in between these 2 mortars. They're out. You drop actually 1 more lightning spell onto this mortar, and that will be out. And then you have absolutely no mortar splash damage, and that is horrible. Because now all you're left with is just these wizard towers, right? And this one here. Pretty much people can either attack you from the top, the sides, anything. They're just going to have the wizard towers to deal with. And that can be dealt with giants and then archers, or just barbarians and archers. So how do we counter that? First of all, this mortar in the center, just switch it around with the air defense. That will make sure people can't use the 3 lightning spells to take all of them out. As for these 2 mortars on the sides, I would definitely switch them around with these air defenses and just switch these, and switch these. Just simply do all that and your base becomes so much better. Trust me, just do that. Now, after you do that, let's see, your wizard towers. I know you're rushed, but I'm going to tell you, just like all the other bases, do your mortars to level 5, right, just before maxing out. Then do your wizard towers to level 5. And then go ahead and move on to your archers, cannons, and Teslas. Now, let's see where your Teslas could be. They cannot be in this bottom compartment because it's too small. I guess 2 of them could be right here by the wizard towers, right? And then your third one is probably up here. So that looks like perfect. I hope that is the way it is, unless I'm mistaken. Now, let's see how people can actually get... Okay, so this is a hybrid base because the town hall isn't necessarily in the center, right? But we also have the resources dead center. So I could definitely say this is a hybrid base, and hybrid bases are pretty tough to build. So we're gonna go ahead and see if we can improve anything. So let's say I was going to go for the town hall and a little bit of resources. I would probably go ahead and go for the top. Why? Because I would go for the resources, right? I would definitely get some resources, and I will also probably reach the town hall if I get to the center core, which is actually only 3 walls away. This is going to be 1 wall breaker. This is going to be 2 wall breakers, unless you have level 6 ones, and this is going to be another 2 wall breakers. So that's 5 level 5 wall breakers, or only 3 level 6 wall breakers, depending who attacks you. Okay, so next, actually, I wouldn't think a Town Hall 10 would attack a Town Hall 8, because that would be a really big loot penalty, but if that does happen, that's the case. Now, let's say I want to just go for the Town Hall, just strictly I want to make sure I get that thing. I would go from the bottom. Now, that's once again 5 level 5 wall breakers or 3 level 6 wall breakers. Actually, you might get stuck, or the person who was attacking might get stuck on these walls here. It might cause them some trouble, but it really depends how they deploy things and all that other stuff. Now, about your mines and collectors. The thing is, if you're a very active player, you don't have to worry about it. But if you become inactive for 2-3 days, these things are going to fill up. And all a farmer has to do is drop a few minions, or why do I say minions? Drop a few goblins, drop a few maybe archers, barbarians, or just one of those units, and they already have most of your collectors and mine staking out. All they now have to do is just go to the top here and maybe get these. If they're too lazy, they're not going to worry about it and get whatever they can. So the way to counter this is actually to spread things around a bit more. So what I would do is first I'll spread these barracks around. Barracks are very low health, so let's say somebody's trying to get 50%, they would just go ahead and take these 4 buildings out. That will give them 8% right there. The way to counter that, take this mine, switch around with this barrack, take this elixir collector, switch around with this barrack, and just do all that. Mix it around a little bit. Don't put the the same type of resource right next to each other, especially this close together. It's just way too easy to attack. The person has to barely spend any troops. Now, we moved your mortars around with the air defenses. We talked about the wizard towers. We talked about your Teslas. Let's talk about your archer tower placements. We have 3 archer towers down here, and we have 2 more up here. Now, once 2 up here, I wouldn't worry about them much. Looks like they go barely beyond the walls. Really, there's, they barely reach that top here, but they're not going to be able to shoot fast enough for the wall breaker to actually be killed. Actually, there is almost nothing that's going to counter them. I mean, I don't see anything. There's not a clan castle in range. There's nothing. So really, this wall right here is free to break through. Next, we are obviously going to have some problems here with the wall breakers or whatever unit is going to be attacking. And let's see, what other defenses do you have to cover that? Yeah, you barely have any. That's why you have to move this mortar up here. Because if you move this mortar up to this spot, it's going to have a much bigger radius of coverage for that top part of the base, because you really need it. You got a storage up there that's really tempting to go after since it doesn't have that much splash damage, splash coverage. In fact, these wizard towers, they're partially protecting your resources, but I'm kind of worried about that as well. I mean, you take out these 2 wizard towers, right? With the center taken out, there's really nothing that's going to stop them from 3-starring you. So definitely move the mortars around. Upgrade the wizard towers, the mortars, both of them. Your cannons, looks like there's 3 of them on the bottom, just like your archer towers, and the other 2 at the top. So yeah, your top is currently weak. Fix that by moving the mortar around. The bottom, it's fine as of right now. Looks like the cannons are actually going to have some kind of reach, some kind of access to this little part here. So it's about a 50-50% chance of people breaking through that for free. And what I mean by for free is you can deploy a wall breaker and it's going to go ahead and break the wall on its own. Sometimes when there's a lot of defenses covering, like example, this corner right here, we got an archer tower, we got wizard, we got cannon, we might have a mortar. Yeah, we do have a mortar. In this case, you have to deploy some barbarians, some archers, and then you're going to send in the wall breakers. So when I say I get a wall for free, I just mean that you don't need anything up in front of it. You can just deploy it on its own. Now you have some buildings way out here. I would not suggest that. Typically, people will notice that, and they'll just take advantage of these 4%. Then you might be like, well, Madden, this is 4%. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you. Because if you get all these buildings up and outside of the walls, get those 2, I'm pretty sure that's going to pay off for the person who's attacking. Now, also, the way, if you do have a Tesla in here, you can actually do a little trick with these walls. You can move them in even closer to the Tesla and create kind of a razor razor type of the wall. Now what that does is the wall breakers, when they're deployed, they get really confused for which wall they want to go for. So move this one closer to the spot right to the below this wall. So just make a razor type design. Just move them closer to the Tesla. And now the wall breakers would be confused for which wall they have to go. Because right now, they only have two choices. This or this. With this one, they're going to have four choices. Because there's going to be a wall here. I can't really tap. Sorry, I don't have display recorder with the taps enabled. I'm using record my screen for this. But anyways, that's all I really have for you. Yeah, you need to get the mortars, wizard towers upgraded. You need to move those around. Just a quick review. This mortar with this air defense switch. This mortar with this air defense switch, and this mortar with this air defense switch. That is a very simple to do. Just do that, and you'll be better right off of that. And that's all I really have for you. Okay, his clan is Lords of... I can't see the name. Lords of Skinda. Looks like they're pretty high in the trophy count. Man, my clan is trophy pushing. We got to push harder. And that's it for this base. And let's move on to our final fourth base. Okay, so here's our fourth base and the final base. This is somewhat of P.E.K.K.A concept, except the center is a little bit different. We're going to review it anyways. This is Do What I Do from clan Last Dragons. Another clan is pretty high in the trophies. And this guy is definitely one of the good farmers. He doesn't gem in his in the notes. It says, let me see, what does it say? It says, should go to Town Hall 9 soon. Not sure if I should max walls and other buildings beforehand. Okay, that's a good question. A lot of people worry about their walls. Now, there's a point where walls don't help that much anymore. At your Town Hall level 8, having level 8 walls is really, really, really good. And you definitely can go to Town Hall 9 with level 7 walls. But at your point right here with level 8 walls, you can definitely move on right now. Now, first though, before you do move, gotta check your defenses. Let's see, we got max mortars, we got max wizards. Archer towers, looks like we got a few level 8s. Okay, so the archer towers, gotta go to level 10 before that. It looks like you maxed out your cannons before maxing your archer towers, and that's fine. Looks like you're working on some Teslas. You got 3 Teslas at your level. You're going to put a 4th one either here by this air defense or this wizard tower, because you can only get 3 at Town Hall 8. Otherwise, looks like you're definitely a very good farmer. I don't know for how long you've been playing for, but you're almost maxed on your elixir storage, and let's see, your gold storage looks like not quite there, but that's fine. Man, you're upgrading pretty good here. How many builders do you have? Let's see, I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there a 5th one hiding somewhere? I don't think so. Okay, so it looks like you have all of them working right. Let's see if we can count 1. Well, see, if it doesn't have the Z's going right above the builder HUD, that means they're not sleeping. If they're not sleeping, they're working. So actually, I'm not going to go count what you're working on. I can actually tell you're working on 2 archer towers and 2 Teslas. Teslas are pretty expensive upgrades, by the way. They take quite a while. I think it's 10 days or so for level 5, and they're definitely expensive. Not as expensive as wizard towers, though. Okay, let's see. Do you have 2 dark elixir drills, or do you only get 1? I think you only get 1. You have level 3 one. That's the max level for your level. So yes, I believe you're ready to move on to Town Hall 9. You definitely did a great job with the walls. I mean, I don't even have this many level 8 walls done on my Town Hall 9 base. They're very, very expensive, considering that there's 250 of them at Town Hall 9 and 225 at Town Hall 8. Anyways, very, very nice base. The design, I'm not even going to judge it. It's P.E.K.K.A. It's good. It's approved. A lot of people use it. I used it before. I know it performs well, so I'm not going to change anything around. Looks like you got a Barbarian King on the center, level 10. Good job on the heroes as well. I mean, looks like you hunt Dark Elixir well as well. Wow, 37,000. That's good. You can actually upgrade your king once you get 40,000. I'm trying to get mine to level 10 as well. Alright, that's it for this subscriber base review number 5, Town Hall 8. If you would like your Town Hall level to get into the next one, go ahead and spam it below. Even better, go to the actual Duckster page, which is in the description. Click that link, it'll bring you to a page, fill out the form, click your Town Hall. The more Town Halls submitted, the more chances that your Town Hall will get in there. Also update it weekly so that you can get even a better chance of getting into one of these videos. Also check out Hyper City, my clan. We're trophy pushing, so we need some people to go ahead and come in. We're looking for 2,000 trophies plus, and the trophy push will be over somewhere 3-4 weeks from now on. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and that's all I got for you.